I'm Jaslyn Bay, co-founder of Western Consulting. Today, we are very excited and honored to have Miss Tali Goldman, founder and managing director of Dagis, social enterprise that actually aims to help fellow women to fulfill their career aspirations of being a businesswoman, while at the same time also being a dedicated mother. So Tali is actually an inspiring, entrepreneur, business owner, as well as a mother, and we would actually love to learn more about her today. So let us welcome, Tali here today to share with us, her insights as well as her experience being an entrepreneur. Okay, so maybe could I ask, Tali to actually, tell us more about yourself. What are you currently working on?
Thank you very much. Very happy to be here today with you. So hi everyone, my name is Tali Goldman. I was born in Israel. I'm the founder and managing director of Dagis and Market for Good. And I'm also a mother for two amazing kids. My company Dagis does design and fulfillment of gifts for corporates, and Market for Good is a new B2B social marketplace. It's offering gifts, services, and experiences for corporates. What makes us unique, it's a B2B marketplace for vendors that are only social organizations. And the customers can make a procurement decision by social cause they want to support. It means that for every purchase of the customer will receive a certificate elaborating on the social cause they supported and how they supported it. The corporate clients receive quarterly and annual reports on the CSRs via the MFG, Market for Good. So this is very exciting for us.
Is Dagis actually your first business? Because I understand that I think you have multiple business. So could you tell us more about your career or entrepreneurial, journey, things like that?
Yeah, it's interesting. Actually, I started with the first business that calls and still today cufflinks made for you. I started with cufflinks, and if to go a bit back. So because I have masters in system engineering, I was working when I came to Singapore an engineering consulting firm. I was in Israel back then. I was working in R&D and aerospace and defense. So long story short, when I came here, my son was 2 months old and I was with him for 1.5 years and I enjoyed every minute with him and I saw his first steps and I was there for him. And it was very important for me. And then he went to kindergarten or preschool and I went back to work and it was very hard. I couldn't find the balance. And then I got pregnant with my second daughter. And I knew back then that I want to be there with her and I don't want to miss anything because I don't want to live a life of regrets. And maybe my main message here is that each one of us always needs to know what is her or our priorities in life. When we understand very good our priorities, then taking decision is easy. So I knew that I want to be with her and I couldn't find any other job opportunity that will give me the balance that I'm looking for. So the only option I saw back then is to start my own business. Back then I thought I'm going to do it only for 2-3 years or 2 years, let's say, and then I go back to work. And I had many ideas I was working on. And then this idea came actually from my husband because I had a hobby of silver and making jewelry. And he thought it's a great idea because back then you couldn't order online your own cufflinks. We were design and initial and shaped, like you can choose everything. And he thought it's a great idea. And I said, okay, I can try this as well. And it just evolved. And then it evolved to Dagis that design and fulfill innovative gift solution. And it evolved to a Market for Good, which is a marketplace to give to other social enterprises and charities a stage for corporates to be able to sell the goods and services. So this is how I believe life always show you the next step. And this is where you evolve and grow and make a different impact in life.
But we know that entrepreneurial life is actually never easy. So when you first started your venture, were you ready to be an entrepreneur?
No, I had no clue what I'm entering to, and I just really was there to learn. The first corporate client that asked me for an official quotation, I actually asked my husband how quotation looks like. Because I really was in the engineering side, I didn't know how business works. So it was a lot of learning process. And there is a term that with the food comes the appetite. I really believe in it because I started and I really enjoyed it, and I learned different qualities or abilities that I have. And then I decided that it's something I want to continue, and I want to give other mothers these opportunities. I wanted to help other mothers that struggled like me to have this balance. So, because when we choose, especially as a mother, we choose, we lose. So I didn't want anyone to feel like there are any kind of regrets. So I decided that Daggies will be always a platform for mothers that are looking for this balance. And then it happened that in one of the networking events that I was there, I went, somebody told me, there is an organization that called Raise. Maybe talk to them, you can be recognized as a social enterprise. I met with them and they really liked what we are doing. But since we are being recognized as a social enterprise, actually I'm more focused on even single mothers and different income or social, more social angle to it. Last year in 2019, we were chosen to manage a project that calls Heart Gifts, which is 48 local charities, and we help their beneficiaries to have a steady income by proposing the goods and services and do some kind of like business development to them and helping them to come up with more expenses and gifts. So, and this is where the idea came from, Market for Good. So to give really a stage to every social organization to be able to show their goods and services to corporates. And for corporates, because we've been working with corporates in the last 8 years, for corporates to have the opportunity to buy from social organization and tap into their CSR, because corporate can really make a difference with large volume of orders for social organization. So I saw it as a win-win situation. So you must, so 8 years ago, I didn't see it happen. And probably if you talk with me again in 8 years, I probably will have more knowledge and more wisdom, and maybe we'll grow to other direction or worldwide as we plan to. So entrepreneurial, I believe it's something you can develop.
What are the 3 mistakes you wish you could avoid in the business?
Okay, I love this question because in my point of view, life, as I said, it's life all about learning and growing. You never do mistakes. I always teach my kids, don't be afraid of mistakes. So when you do mistakes, look at it as, okay, I learned, next time I'll do different. If you're afraid of doing mistake, you'll never do anything. You'll always be afraid of, whoa, I'll do a mistake, or I'll say something wrong, or I won't be able to, do what I'm supposed to do. And if you're afraid, you won't be able to move and grow. It's like a bit like sports. When we do sports, when actually the muscles are very painful, this is where they grow. So making mistake or try and learn, this is what we're all about. I did a lot of, if you want to call it mistake or learning points for, as I see it, because I had no knowledge of how to run a business. And I remember in the beginning, I lost like really big orders that were very important for me. And then I learned that you cannot have the clients only say yes, you need him to sign a sale order. And this is where I learned about this. And then, or sign a quotation, never mind, it's sale order quotation, but just for him to confirm. Or it happened to us that we actually manufactured some goods for a client, a big client. And then he said, no, it's not what I wanted. And then I learned, okay, they need to make sure that they have the sample to confirm, again, signing this sale order. And as every mistake or every learning process happened, this is where I grow and understand, okay, this is the processes that needs to be there. How to choose the right team, how to reach the right people. There is no a book that you can, because each one of us is different. So for me, I always wanted to be a better leader, how to lead my team, what is the right, how do I need to lead, and what are the right processes to put there. And every time I learn, I grow. If you open your eyes, you open your ears, you're here to learn and grow. I believe that you'll do mistake, a lot of them, but you every time say to yourself, oh, I grow now, I know better, next time I'll do it different. And every time it happens to us, and it still happens to us, that we do like this kind of mistake, or we did something and the client say, oh, it's not exactly what I wanted. And every time I say, okay, so next time we need to make sure that he says something, or it's not only picture, he fell in touch, or every time we try to learn, so how do we make it better next time? So never be afraid of doing mistakes. This is my main message here.
What is the advice that you would give like ladies out there, be it a mompreneur to be, female entrepreneur wannabe, things like that? I mean, people like this who want to set up their own business. What is the advice that we give to them?
Start. Really start. You don't need to know, and you'll never know everything in advance. And if you want to know and you wait, sometimes you wait too long. When I started, as I said, I started with cufflinks. Today I built a marketplace that will grow international. It's in such a huge difference. And when you asked me 80 years ago, I wouldn't even have the mindset to do what I'm doing today. And if you start, you learn about yourself, you learn about different capabilities that you have, how strong you are, and then it evolves if you're open there to learn and want to create something. So don't wait, just start, and life, universe, whatever you want to call it, will show you what's the next step for you. Maybe I believed in the past that entrepreneurial, it's for everyone. Today I know that it's not for everyone. In the beginning, for many years, I thought, how come not everybody have their own business? It's the right thing to do. Today, I do know that some people, they won't feel comfortable in different situations and won't know how to handle them. But if you want to start, and you can start, just start even as a small business. And as it grows, you can stop your own job. Actually, I know many women that started small, and as soon as the business grows, they stop what they did in the past that they didn't like so much. And there is some cases like me that I just decided I'm stopping everything and I'm starting something new. And then you learn. So my one word will be start.
Thank you very much for being here with us today. And we are very happy to have like Tali to share, her insight and experience regarding entrepreneurship as a mother as well as an entrepreneur, stuff like that. All right. Thank you very much. So if you would like to, hear more about this interview, you can always visit our site. We have multiple sites, Asia Female Entrepreneur, Western Consulting sites, things. Okay. Thank you very much, Tali.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.